speaking with Mitchell Baker, live from the Mozilla headquarters in Mountain View, California. We're taking your questions through instant messaging, IRC, and email. You can see at the bottom of your screen contacts where you can reach us to ask your questions of Mitchell Baker. The next question comes from IRC, and the question is, can we please clarify who gets employed by the Mozilla Corporation and how that happens?
Well, I'll start at the beginning, way back at the foundation. So that was 2003. Brendan and I and Mitch kind of sketched out what we thought was the absolute minimum number of people that could keep Mozilla effective and vital in the industry. Came up with about 10, and Brendan and I made a list. Many of those were at Netscape, still working on the browser, and almost all of those people, I think with one exception, are still with us. So that was the core. And those people became corporation employees. We were quite small for a long time. We were maybe 12 or 15 people when we shipped Firefox 1.0. Where we hire, we try to look for a set of things. One is excellence in what people are doing, either technical excellence or in any other area. For a long time, we hired almost exclusively out of our community. We made a decision to broaden that community members are fundamental. They're great because they're just, at heart community members, and so the need to be open and involved in the continuing thought of oneself as a community member sets the framework. But we also decided that new perspectives and new people who came from outside the Mozilla world were important. So we looked and actually been very happy to be able to hire people who aren't from our community. I think probably the most difficult piece is hiring managers and hiring people who aren't engineers. Because in those cases, we don't have the background of this person is in this code, the person has CVS access, he or she's a module owner, they're already doing this. And so hiring in all those positions has been a very delicate process. So in those cases, when we look for, let's say managers, we'll start there, we look for very low ego people. I mean, you can manage in two ways. I mean, you can be the decision maker who knows everything, or you can be the problem solver who helps other people get their work done. So we look for the latter. We look for people who don't need to kind of control the show or fight for turf, and for people who can help solve other people's problems and earn their own respect, hopefully, while they do that. So that's the management side. On the marketing and product management side, those are also new functions, also very delicate to hire for. And we've tried to look for much the same thing. People who are very community focused, people who understand that the ways that they've done things in the past aren't how things are going to work here, and people who understand, semi-permeable barriers. So they're delicate, and we look probably for the same things that everybody else does, which is as much excellence and commitment as you can find.